Do you ever want a ranch dressing, but you don't want all the excess fat and you definitely don't want all the dairy? Well, you know what? Mori Nu to the rescue. Mori Nu is a tofu. It's a silken tofu and it's shelf stable, and this is like the most amazing ingredient. We started using it for all sorts of things. And this is silken tofu, so it's not the spongy style tofu like you're used to. But we wrote up a recipe for this and Derek is gonna guide me through it.
So first of all, you need a full block of Mori Nu Tofu.
Which, the only part I don't like about this stuff is you have to do this. I have to cut it, and then cut across the top here, and then drain it. See, there's liquid coming out already? Yeah. It's about the only thing I don't really like about this, but it's not a big deal.
But Brian has found that if we use our kitchen shears to trim the box thusly and then invert it...
Well, it actually has instructions. It shows where to cut it right on the box.
And then you invert it into a Pyrex measuring cup. It drains itself. Easy peasy.
More or less. Something like that. This one didn't have as much liquid as some of them.
Sometimes it gets trapped in the other side.
And it's going to be in the other side. But
it's no big.
It's okay. So now just into your blender. This doesn't have to be a high-speed blender. This could be a regular blender. We happen to be using our Vitamix. See, it broke. There's more in the bottom. Get out. There we go. Little chunks stuck to the corners in there. I don't like that.
Do you need to thwack your packet?
No.
Oh, violence is the answer.
Oh yeah, tearing this thing right open. There's like chunks stuck in the corners. That's the first time that's happened. Of course, you know, I can do this a million times, get out the camera, and boom, everything goes wrong. It's just the way of the world. It's Murphy's Law, I think. Isn't that Murphy's Law?
It's a new addendum to Murphy's Law.
It's Murphy's Law 1.0a. Okay. Now I gotta wipe my hands up.
All right, so we're gonna mix it up, and we're not gonna be even in our amounts in onion powder and garlic powder, but of course we're still using onion powder and garlic powder because it's onion powder and garlic powder, and it makes everything taste better. So we're doing a teaspoon of the onion powder and a tablespoon of the garlic powder.
Gotta be very precise. I like it garlicky.
Then we're going to do lemon juice. This is going to give it its citrusy, tangy aspect.
You can use fresh lemon juice.
You can.
I'm using it from a bottle because it's what we have.
1 tablespoon, please. Then roughly a half teaspoon of black pepper.
I have measured that and it is 6 grams. Okay, it's 8.
And then this is going to be last.
Oh yeah, because we want to blend this up. So now I'm just going to go bring this over to the blender, which is over there, and blend it up. Be right back. Okay, I blend this for about 30 to 40 seconds, but it usually takes me a few minutes because it's so thick that you get the air pocket thing going on. So I just take it off, shake it up a little bit. And Derica actually gave me a neat trick. She said, if it starts to catch, don't increase the speed. Keep it really slow for a while. And that actually really worked great. So we're just gonna dump this into a bowl. Look at how thick that is. So right now, what we have is essentially tofu mayonnaise, when you think about it. Never thought about it like that, but that's pretty much what we have.
It's kind of a spiced.
Kind of, sort of, but it's still along those lines. A lot of garlic in it. All right, I'll get the rest out later. Too much like work.
So the last ingredient, and in my opinion, the most important ingredient to make this actually be ranch,
It actually tastes like mayonnaise.
is dill weed.
Yes, we need a spoon. Okay, dill weed.
1.5 teaspoons or more.
Now you might be wondering why we didn't just put it all in the blender. It's because you like to see the little green flecks, right? 1.5 tablespoons? Teaspoons?
Teaspoons. Or more.
That much. And then I mix it through. Now, originally, ranch dressing is actually made with mayonnaise and sour cream. we're trying to emulate that. But here's the beauty of this. There's only 6 grams of fat in this entire batch of ranch dressing. This is healthy. It's actually got protein in it. It's good for you. So it's kind of a healthy dip. Let's just see how it is. That's pretty good. That's not bad at all.
These kind of dressings always taste better after being refrigerated and letting sit for a while because those flavors are going to blend in there.
Mm-hmm. But it's definitely reminiscent of a ranch dressing. You can increase any of the flavor compounds that you like. I might even put a little bit more lemon in there sometimes, freshen it up just a little bit more, but this is great as it is. You can put this on anything. You can put this on the bumper of a Volkswagen and it'll taste good, okay? Storage options. Put it in the fridge, cover it up, put it in the fridge. I wouldn't keep it more than a week. Here's why. This stuff starts to break and liquid will come out. So every time you pull it out of the fridge and go to use it, stir it up real good. Get everything mixed back together and it'll come right back to this kind of texture and consistency. But that is the only, if you want to call it a downside, to using the tofu. Other than that, it's healthier, there's more nutrients to it, it's easy, it's shelf stable, well, until you do this. And you can use it in all the same ways that you would use a ranch dressing. So go make this stuff. I don't think I'd freeze it. That's the only thing I don't think I do.
Yeah,
I would not freeze it. It would separate and be nasty. Don't do that. And it took like, I don't know, 3 minutes to make. It took us longer to make the video than it did to make the ranch dressing. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching and have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Non più tra i farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno di torno girano, delle belle